guys okay, Taylor?
Yep.
You've talked in the past about wanting to make sure that your own players are a priority when it comes to free agency. Is that the thinking process in terms of re-signing Terrence?
Yeah, the important players that are the core players to our success. We want to make sure that we do everything we can to keep those guys. They've done a great job. In particular, Terrence has done a great job learning the offense. He's a good teammate. He's a pro, and he understands our offense. So that development and the cycle of that development, which takes a little bit of time, is hard to replace with somebody brand new. We don't want to do that with a quality player that's highly productive. So it was important for us to get Terrence back.
How have you seen his progression over the 2 years he's been here?
He's learned the game. He's learned our offense. He's learned physically how to play this game. It's different than playing receiver down in the South. It's a different level of conditioning. He's really worked hard at that and has made that a priority. He's learned to become versatile in our offense, which allows us to have the ability to move him around, to play more than one position, move him inside some. Just all the things that make him more of a weapon for us offensively. He's really addressed and has been a real pro in developing that.
I wonder too, finding guys that size, you can't always teach that. And
no, as the saying goes, you can get a little bigger in the weight room, but you can't stretch them. Yeah. No, he's got a great combination of size, speed, ball skills. He makes big plays. He produces. He puts the ball in the end zone. All of those things. We look at overall production and where he fits with respect to the rest of the puzzle pieces, in our receiving core, and he's a great fit for us.
When you talk about Terrence, he hasn't played a full season. He ran into some ankle issues last year. The knowledge of having him back healthy 100% to start the year and hopefully have him for the
it's hard. It's hard for it's hard for guys to play a full year up here. I mean, it's a lot of games in a very short period of time, and we have some condensed weeks. I mean, everybody in the league deals with it, and but Terrence is now has experience in how to condition his body and prepare his body after being with us now for a little bit. So his production, like I said, is stands for itself, and we're going to do everything we can as a organization to make sure that our guys are well taken care of. And we're looking at a lot of different things and changing up how we prepare our players during the week.
A familiarity with Ptacek as well, as a receivers coach and an offensive coordinator, that can help him in year 2 as well.
Yeah, I just addressed a second ago. I mean, it's really important that we have, this season and this league rewards veteran players because you have a very short lead time going into the season, and so familiarity and understanding pays dividends early in the football season. So his understanding of our offense and familiarity with how we coach and what the expectations are, all of those things are important.
Does re-signing Terrence limit what you can do in free agency come tomorrow to some degree?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't just come down to one signing, right? It comes down to the entire puzzle, and other guys will probably be off the board, today as teams probably announce signings and guys that don't make it to free agency, and so it's kind of a moving target and it's fluid, and we just we work around the cap and try to piece together the strongest football team that we can put together. But Terrence was a priority for us.
Are you still working on a couple of guys as well? Other pending Ticats free agents? Are you still working on a couple of those?
We are. I don't know that it'll get done between now and tomorrow, and but we'll see.
There was a report on Friday that you guys had made an offer to Andy Fantuz. Is he sort of high on the list in terms of guys you're looking to try and re-sign?
Yeah, we're trying to do something creative with Andy. He's going to be out for a while. We certainly want him back. We think he's a valuable member of our football team and certainly this organization. So we're working through those issues.
Are there any players that you've decided that you won't be offering to that you can shed light on at this
there
point?
There might be, but I wouldn't share them.
Have to wait till Tuesday to find out?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
What do you mean by creative in terms of Andy?
Well, Andy's going to be out for a while because of his injury. So we just have to look at that and make sure that that we do right both by Andy and by the organization.
You talked about sort of building a group of core players,
Mm-hmm.
right, that incorporated, and we can name off who those core players
Mm-hmm.
are. Is it fair to say that Terrence is now part of that core group?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, he's absolutely. And we want consistency, continuity, especially with really good players and players that are pros. They understand the culture here, and we want guys that care and are committed and want to win, and will do everything in their power to do that. And not only the talent level needs to be there, but all those intangibles need to be there. And Terrence is certainly an example of a player that has those qualities.
So is it fair to say that you sort of earn your way into that core group?
Yeah, I don't know that I would couch it that way. It sounds a little. I understand your question. Listen. Everybody develops at a different pace. Everybody has a different level of maturity. We, as you know, we look for patterns of behavior, and not just one-offs, problems. We don't worry about that. We look for a growth of a player in all of those areas that we've already discussed, and make sure that they're on the right trajectory to give us a chance to piece together, like you say, the core group of guys that we feel like have enough trustworthiness for us to win a championship.
Because there are so many free agents on many teams, is it more difficult now because there's so many moving parts?
Yeah, it is. I think that's that's a result of the one-year contracts, and it's just the environment that we're in right now. And the pipeline got loaded up over the first 2 or 3 years as contracts expired and new ones are signed, which are much shorter term now. So everybody in the league is dealing with that and the number of free agents, and it makes it more difficult. It makes it more difficult to piece things together, and there's a lot of moving parts, and it takes a lot of planning. But we feel pretty good with where we're at right now. Obviously, there's a few other pieces that are important to us, and we'll see if we can get them done.
I know he's not here today, but Nick Shortall, what did you see in him that you knew you wanted to have him here in Hamilton?
I'm sorry, I'm just saying hi to Sully. Nick he plays the game hard. He has a level of intensity that you love. He's a football player, loves the game, and I think he's going to be a great fit in our locker room.
One more on free agency. Is there a particular position group on your team that you want to address through free agency?
There is, but I wouldn't talk about it publicly. Yeah.
Going back to Shortall, when you have a guy like that who has ties to Hamilton, who played at MAC, how much does that factor into your decision to bring him in, or is it just kind of a bonus?
It kind of depends on the guy, I think, and but that really wasn't part of the equation with him. We just wanted a great football player that plays the game the way that we want to play it, and has a level of dedication, just like we've just discussed. That is a good fit for us. I think he's a great fit for us.
Makes sense for Fredo too. Just back to Montreal, a place where he feels comfortable. Maybe, I think he expressed frustration from time to time about opportunity and that sort of thing. Just a better fit for him, you think?
Yeah, I've got nothing but respect for Fred. Fred was a valuable member of our club and has developed into a good football player, and I wish him all the best. I think he'll do a great job for them out there, and I think it's a good trade for both sides.